Okay. You want
Good afternoon. My name is Francis. Welcome to our webinar. Our webinar has a very simple but attractive agenda. Some introductory notes to get you acquainted with the context of the project eSchool Bank, which is the reason why we are all together here online. Then, the full description of the project and its outcomes. Furthermore, some short insight into the language of finance and economics. Um, Finally, a brief moment of interaction with you, our target audience, with which we will answer any questions you would like to ask. We hope you will like this webinar, and above all, we hope you will feel inspired by our work and you'll be creative enough to replicate it in your own educational context. But before we start, I would like to each of you to take a group photo with a participants of our webinar. Let's take a group photo.
Hello, my name is Tomas. So to start, this project is called eSchool Bank, and it started in November 2021, and it will end this month, January 2024. This is the logo of our project. So this is the logo of our project, the eSchool Bank. The main goal of this project was to develop a digital platform, a mobile app with educational materials and exercises in the banking and finance for secondary vocational schools. In order to achieve this goal, all intellectual and financial resources were brought together by three schools, namely the coordinator, School for Economy and Trade in Dubrovnik, Croatia, the Italian Instituto di Istruzione Secondaria Superiori Galileo Ferraris from Malfetta, Italy, and our school, Liceu de Camões, Lisboa. Using this partnership, we will develop a model of teaching based on experience of three schools, not only in the real economy and commercial banking, but also in information and communication technologies and computer science, which will be used for the development of the final results of the project. The development and then the implementation of the project results in vocational schools with educational programs for the professionals in these areas will lead students to acquire specific practical knowledge and improve their professional and digital competence.
Hi, I am Arthur. Regarding your school, the project developed by the students attending the course of TGPSC, Manage and Program of Computing Systems. The students in charge of the project are Diogo Brizos, Martin Costa, Rechanda Pandit, Lizer Lopes, and Thiago. One minute. He's the
Hello, I am Rafael.
To reach the main outcome, the mobile app, a group of students, with the help of teachers in charge of the project in Portugal, Alexandre Barão and Felipe Gonçalves, worked hard together for a year, meeting in our Erasmus Plus workshop every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. A first draft of the app was shown in Dubrovnik, Croatia, during the Partners Transnational meeting held from 26 March to 1st April 2023. When students, the Obis, flew with the teachers to Croatia. In the subsequent meeting, from 14th to 20th May 2023, Martim Costa, Eliezer Lopes, and Tiago Batista, along with Mateus Lima, Margarida Neto, and Pedro Silva, flew to Dubrovnik again to deliver the last version of the app. In this last transnational meeting, the last details and translation were added to the project website and the web servers. But I think the best way to have an insight of the whole project is to listen to my classmates, who will give you all the details of the mobile app.
In fact, we will now listen to our colleagues and their accurate description of the ESP mobile app. I hope you like it. I'd also like to ask each of you to think of one question to ask my classmates after the end of their presentations. Thank you.
Agenda. What is Bank? The objectives of the mobile app, the behind the scenes of mobile app, functionalities of the app, and conclusion. What is a school bank? An Erasmus Plus journey bringing three high schools together from 2021 to 2023. Portugal, Italy, and Croatia develop digital tools in the field of finance and banking, a website, a web app, and mobile application. Indian students understanding for financial economics, digital skills, and language proficiency. The objectives of the mobile app: create an efficient, easy-to-use mobile app, available in all devices, surpassing language barriers, no complex things, keeping it simple, capable of performing tasks related to the project's goals such as transactions and loans. Behind the scenes, system globalization, English, Portuguese, Croatian, or Italian, versatile framework developed using .NET MAUI and cross-platform compatible. Android, iOS, no limitations.
Hello, everyone. So you might see my face, which is familiar. So brief presentation. I'm Diogo Brices. I'm the one who made this application along with Martin, Eliezer, Professor Felipe, and others. It might be easy to use the application. As my colleague said, it is, of course, cross-platform compatible, easy to use with an interface. But, of course, making one of these is quite complex. Before getting into to these complex details about how we developed this along the 2023 and 2022, I would like to show the application, the end result of our hard work. So I believe you are seeing my screen, and if not, you'll see now. I think it should be good now. So when you open the presentation, you will find a brief introduction. So welcome to the eSchool Bank app. Of course, what you're reading right now is Portuguese. This is because, as my colleague said, this application, one of its features is system globalization. This means in normal words, so to say, and not IT guy words, that this application is ready to be translated immediately when you start it. So let's say, for example, let's say, for example, you are in Croatia, your phone actually is set to Croatian. This application will show up all the text in Croatian. It will happen the same in Portuguese, and it will happen the same in English and Italian. Of course, we can add many more languages. However, since these are the only 4 languages we need for the project, we stick to those. So after this brief introduction with a very beautiful woman just swiping with a credit card, which is the meaning of our app, we face the login page. So again, everything in Portuguese. I'm going to log in with a client account. So I put my details here and the password, and of course you will not see it because this is my account, I think, I don't know. Now we're gonna log in. All right, so after login, our name will show up. It's here, hello Bob client. Of course I'm translating this because it's in Portuguese again. But now that we have logged in, the application asks us which account we are going to use. Me, myself, in real life, I only have 1 account because I don't need many others. But people normally, I don't know normally, but let's say a businessman will need more than 1 bank account to manage his money. So here we can see that this account has one only bank account, which is this, and it's detailed by its IBAN. So let's continue. All right, so now we are in the main page, if this works, of course. Okay, so yeah, so now we're on the main page. We have logged in successfully to our account, and now we can choose which card we are going to use, and sure, it can be this one. So now we have our details about the credit card we are using, and we can also see the balance of this account. Somehow, the person using this account is financially irresponsible and put this account into debt. So now we are owing 125,475 euros. So that's bad for us. Nonetheless, we can ask for a loan to the bank. We can see our loan. This account actually has had a loan in the past. So not only we are in the negative, we are also owing money to the bank. So this guy is screwed, let's say, with the finance. So let's go back. We can see our transaction list, every transaction that was made in the past by this account. Let's see this one, for example. We can see it was 5 euros, if this works. Yep. So this transaction was 5 euros. Probably got the money back because we failed the IBAN. But nonetheless, we can see every transaction. See, for example, this one. This one was a millionaire transaction. I don't know, mafia maybe. But let's stick to the card again. And since we are owing money to the bank, we can actually make a transaction. But I'll show you the interface. So when we get to this page here, we can make a transaction. Simply put the IBAN of the recipient, the money that is transferred, the model, reference number, the description of the transaction, and first and last name. Of course, this is all in Portuguese once again, and things like, for example, model are optional fields since these were specifically implemented for Croatian users. So pretty much this is the application, pretty much easy to use. if, for example, we want to choose another account, for instance, we have more than one account, we can just swipe back and be confronted with an alert saying if we want to choose another account or not. Since we don't want to choose another account, since we don't have another one, I'm just going to say no, and we'll stick right to the main menu again. And this was pretty much my presentation of the application. So now I'll show you how it was done. So this part will be a little bit boring. It depends if you like it or not. So again, I believe you are watching the PowerPoint now. No, you are not. Sorry about that. Now it is fixed. Okay. So behind the scenes, I think this slide has already been shown, but just to say again, system globalization, what I showed you, which is pretty much make the application ready to be translated immediately. Every single line of text, every single resource to English, Portuguese, Croatian, or Italian. This framework was used .NET UI, which is versatile. It's new. It's a continuation of .Xamarin, but again, this is IT jargon that I'm not going to get into much. And then, of course, cross-platform compatible. Android users can use it. If you have an iPhone, no problem. iPad either, and Mac OS too. So obvious to say, this wasn't an easy task. So here you have some screenshots of the code. The one to the left, you can see a first sketch of what was the application. This was 2022 still. So you can see a really, you know, how can I say, pretty artificial, pretty mediocre, not quite clean, not well sleek application that we managed to build in the end. So this was the first sketch, just trying out how to see how the code worked. We started first working on the code itself, on the functionalities, and only on the end did we pass on to the interface, how the application looks to the user. So second image, you can see language resources here, language resources.hr.it.pt. So these files are pretty much what holds the translations for every single line of text. Of course, every single line of text was translated by the students of each school. So I don't think any student from Portugal knows Croatian, so he actually had to ask. And same was made with Italian and Portuguese. English, however, was made by everyone. And in the end, this third picture, you can see a snippet of the code. Pretty much here we see a vertical stack layout. If you see in the green text, you'll see your account data, transactions frame, tools button. So this is pretty much every button, every single line of text that shows up in your screen. This is it in the backstage. In the front stage, you only see the buttons. In the backstage, it's all these text, all these colors. You don't need to know that unless you really love IT, of course. So the achievements, what did we accomplish with this application? So system globalization, we can manage to run it in Android, iOS, and macOS, and this user interface, which is quite beautiful in my opinion. And of course, connecting all the gears of the mobile app. So the Portuguese team was in charge of making the mobile app itself, the app itself, but every other single thing, the functionalities, how the server works, how the server communicates. For example, how does my transaction gets from the phone to the other phone? All of that was made by the Croatian team. So what we did was pretty much connect all these gears to the mobile app, doing the login and logout functionality, retrieving all the information, the accounts, the cards, the transactions, and also posting the transactions, as well as retrieving these loans. So now here are screenshots of the application as it is right now, but the difference is it is static. It is in English and not in Portuguese, as I showed you. So pretty much you have seen this a bit ago, 5 minutes ago, but in this case, the account had a positive balance. So I don't know what happened in this time span, but we went into that completely. And again, transaction details. After you make a transaction, you are showed up with a sort of receipt, so to say, so you can hold on to it and show to other people that you actually made that transaction. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. Obrigado, grátis, and vala vam. I'm not a Croatian. I'm not fluent in Croatian. I have to be sorry for this. But thank you very much for listening, sticking to this IT jargon once again. But I hope you liked it, and I think this was one of the best works that one of the best teams I have been with in terms of IT. And we managed to accomplish a great application has been used, is being used, and will be used in the future. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Diogo, for being so perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for the application that you created.
Hi, thank you boys for your explanation and for your hard work too. And no, Thiago Siqueira and Luca De Paula are going to tell us about some words and the concept of finance and economics. Let's go.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Luca. And well, as you must be tired after so much concentration on the previous issues, we will ask you to play a game about concepts on financial literacy. So please pay attention to our instructions. Where sorry. So here is how to enter the quiz. So you have to download the app Action Bound, click on the Get Started button, and once you are in, go to the scan code. Then after this, you have to scan this code.
If I try to explain what you have to do. So this is a game you are supposed to play. And the first step is to download this app, Action Bound, in your mobiles. So you cannot read the QR code without first installing the app in your mobiles. So the first step is to pick up your mobiles, right? And look for Action Bound in the, what do you call it? App Store. In the App Store or App Store, Play Store for Android and the App Store for iOS. Okay, so you pick up your mobiles and then you download this app called Action Bound. And as soon as you have opened it, downloaded it, so if you open the app, so this is the what you will see, and you will have this screen on your mobile, and then you are going to press where it says scan code. So you're going to press here, scan code. And then you will direct your mobile to this QR code and digitalize it. And so it will open your app. Okay. And so this is what you have. You will enter the game. Okay. And after you've reached this screen, you will press Start Bound. And then you will have to say, I agree, and let's go. And you will have the first question on your screen. Can you read the first question? Can you see the first question? So the first question, so you're going to answer. So the first question is, what is financial literacy? I don't know if any of you is being able to play the game. Any feedback from all the people watching? Do you have any feedback from the participants? No. Is anyone managing to play the game? Mm-hmm. Has anyone entered the app and managed to start playing the game? Yes or no?
I have.
You have. Research. Have you? Not yet. No? Hello? Angela,
It takes just a couple of moments.
have you managed to play the game?
Now I have the first question. Okay,
Tubo?
thank you. Yeah.
Oh, because I cannot hear them because it is.
Yeah.
Yes, Tubo?
Yes, I have it. I just answered the first question.
Okay. Did you, what was your score then? Angela,
100 points.
100 points. So you skip to the second question.
Yep. Next.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I was talking to you. I was asking if you had managed to
We were
download the app.
multitasking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
So the first question was, what is financial literacy? So if you manage to give the right answer, this is the sound you will hear.
There is plenty of money.
100 points.
They're leaving. Maybe there is an opportunity. So there is a prize.
Yes, you
Okay.
score first. The second question is, take a picture of something you feel you have invested your money in. So what have you recently invested your money in? So I'm going to take a photograph to my wristwatch. So you have to take a photograph to something.
You have to take a photo.
Wristwatch. Yes, you have to press OK.
Okay.
And you finish and you skip to the third question. The third question is, the exchange of money or assets between two parties is A. You have four possible answers: transaction, balance, loan, and interest. So which one would you choose? So the exchange of money or assets between two parties. What is it?
Transaction.
Transaction. 100 points you scored. Right. So the next question is, what does this number represent? So you have a number there, £2,000 on your accounts, current accounts. So what is it? You have to write down the name of this. What is it, Dubo?
It's the balance.
It's the balance. So you write the balance.
I did.
And you answer, and you score another 100 points. And the next question is the last question, I think. What is the difference between a credit and a debit card? Which one would you pick? The first, the second, or the third? Who knows this answer? Hmm? Girls over there.
Can you repeat the question, please?
So what is the difference between a credit and a debit card? So what is the correct answer? The first, the second, the third?
The third.
The third. Correct. 100 points. And so the next question is, do all loans have an interest rate? You have three alternatives. They always do, the majority of the time, or they never do.
In Croatia, they always do.
They always do. Is that your answer?
Yes, but it seems like it's wrong one.
Okay, so let's choose this one. Wrong one. So it's the second one, they always do. Most of the time they do. And then to finish the bound, your data has to be uploaded. So we're going to start uploading all your answers.
This is great app. First time using it.
Yeah. And then you scored third place.
Yes.
Not first, because you missed one of the questions. So this is a game our students produced to test all the concepts of financial literacy. They can use this in class or anywhere else. Okay, after they have learned how to use the app, the eSchool Bank app. So this is like a funny game for them to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can also use it in our class, and we can just change the questions and use it for with our students.
Mhm. Okay, so it's another tool, that didactic tool they produced. Okay, thank you, boys. So Tiago and Luca did it for you. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing.
It's very fun to play. Okay, thank you.
So now we have Francisco.
Francisco.
Well, we've tried to give you an overview of the whole eSchool Bank project. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask?
So, does anyone have any questions, Dora? Do you have any
Questions you'd like to ask? Dora, do you have one question you'd like to ask? Do you have one question? You have to turn on your sound.
Yes, I've already shared the question. So
To turn on your
I've
sound.
already
Not
shared.
listening to you.
Yeah, the question is the following: do you think financial
Not
literacy
listening to you.
is an important issue for any student, regardless of age or school year? Is it important? Regardless of age or school year?
Who would like to answer this? Margarida, you can answer this. So who's going to answer this question?
Hello again. Now I'm going to answer that question. So to start with, financial literacy is essentially the connective understanding of financial components and skill, such as budgeting, investing, borrowing, and taxation, and personal financial management. Of course, toddlers and small children don't need to open a bank account, but children should learn from an early age the importance of saving money and how much things cost. Some parents have already give their children weekly or monthly pocket money, and they must manage, and it is important to make them responsible and autonomous citizens. The connective.
Oh, thank you
Thank you.
for your answer. So, any other questions? Dubo, do you have any other question you'd like to ask?
No, I'm just enjoying hearing you.
Angela, do you have any question? So I'm going to ask.
No questions, no.
No questions. I'm going to ask
No
one question.
questions, it's
And
perfect.
here to Margarida, who stands by
I
me.
must say
So
that
Margarida,
Yeah, I was
what
just
are-
writing a text message because I have to leave. But I'm quite happy to see you all here. And so I've been with you in some tough moments too. But it was, I think it was a very happy work project. So thank you all. Thank the students. Thank the Croatia, Italy. So it was really, really nice.
okay, thank you, Angela.
Thank you all.
Okay, so I will ask Margarida one question. So what are your best and worst memories of this project?
I would say that the only worst memory, I wouldn't say worst because that's like a bad word, but in the trip to Dubrovnik, we could have taken advantage of the time we spent there instead of doing work that we're supposed to be already done. And we could have, spent time like doing other stuff that could have been better for us. And the best memory is probably the relationships that this project has provided me, not only with the Italian and Croatian students, but also with my Portuguese colleagues and teachers, creating a special bond. And the learning part was also really interesting, since I learned how to work with new tools and also a little bit more about financial literacy. Thank you so much.
Okay, Philippe, would you like to ask one last question? No? Lubo,
Yes.
any questions?
No. I'm just enjoying hearing you and like to see you. Enjoying seeing you.
Okay, so to all my students now, if anyone wants to tell me, because most of the students, Erasmus Plus students, are here in this class attending this webinar. How important is it for all of you to have such Erasmus Plus projects in our school or in any school? How important is it?
Maybe I can answer. Hi, I'm Pedro. I think Erasmus Plus projects in general, I think, are very important for improving our cultural understanding, which is crucial in our school because we have so many students from all over the world. But those projects are, in my opinion, very important to have because they become a sort of space where students can create ways of dealing with certain topics, such as, in this case, financial literacy, in the case of e-school banking, of course. That way, Erasmus Plus projects are not only a chance to develop cultural, social, and teamwork skills, which are very important and indispensable in the job market we will soon enter, but are also initiatives that motivate independence. And independence is, I think, very important. And taking part in these kinds of initiatives adds a lot of value to someone's skill sets. And I think that makes us a better school in a way.
Okay, Pedro, thank you. Does anyone else want to share his or her opinion about this? No? Okay, so let's finish this with Francisco's last words.
Well, thank you for attending this webinar. All the materials shared in it will be available on our school page and as well on our Erasmus Plus page, in case you would like to review some information. I do wish that you found some inspiration in our humble project to develop your own projects. To sum up, any Erasmus Plus project is priceless insofar as it provides us with cultural experience, scientific knowledge, teamwork, and above all, the privilege of sharing our humanity with others. See you soon. Now, our good memories from the past.
Download it first, Francisco.
Okay.
You have to download the video. So we have to prepare the last video to show you.
We are just going to show you one last video.
I'm sorry, but the the sharing of the screen has no sound. We are trying to solve it.
First, you have to download it. To the computer.
Para contribuição, eu preciso ter som às vezes.
aqui com aplicação. Ótimo. Vai ser. Sim.
Can you repeat now? Because
Yes, I will. So, as I was saying, we are not much experienced in doing webinars, as you can see.
No,
So this
never
was
mind.
our first.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
So this was our first webinar, and what I must underline here is that the students prepared the whole thing all by themselves together, right? So this is their work, their first experience doing their webinar. They were extremely nervous before they came here and showed up and tried to do their best. And so this is a teamwork. And it really shows how not only our students, but students in any schools can do marvelous things with such projects. And it's really, really important to develop. Thank you, Dubo, for inviting us to join such project. It was really great experience. And I think it was worth doing it.
And thank you for being a part of this project. And I hope maybe sometime in the future, in case we have something new, or if we have something new, that you will join, invite us to join you and to work again together. And you had a great experience, and I believe that the cooperation was really great, and I think I would do it again. I believe that whole Croatian and as well Italian teams, I'm not sure they're not here, but I believe that they would love to join us maybe next time in case something else, something new shows up.
Okay. Well, and thank you to everyone who was attending this webinar and who saw our students doing their best. It was really great experience. Thank you to all the students, Erasmus Plus students in our school. I must congratulate them because they are the very heart of all the projects that are being held here.
Another is here as well with us, but she's having a high fever, so that's why the video and the sound is off, but she's listening to you, but she's really, really sick and not in school. She's at home. So I don't see anyone from Italy, unfortunately, but maybe, who knows, maybe next time they join us.
Okay. Well, we will send you all the recording of this webinar so that they can see it some other time.
You have that email that I sent you a couple of days ago. Just upload all the documents and everything so I can finish the final report for the agent.
Okay. And so what we have to expect is that future students will use this pedagogical tool, the eSchool Bank app, to produce future work at their schools and everywhere they need.
That would be great. That would be
Mhm.
perfect. I would be very honored.
Okay. Thank you, Dubo.
Okay.
And see you soon.
From Dubrovnik,
Bye-bye.
and have a great time. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
No, but
Yeah.